Hey, um, welcome to my second video. I've actually already recorded this twice, but my phone ran out of storage, so I have to do it again. But here I am. Yay! Oh, so happy that I have to do this again. It's 3:25 in the morning. I've just finished dinner. Same dinner as always since I've been here. Not much has changed in that aspect, at least. I'm not sure what I'll call this video. I'm still alive, or my mum made me do it. No, she didn't, but would be a funny title. Pardon me. Sorry I didn't upload for the past 4 months-ish, around there. I'd say I haven't had time, but 4 months is a lot of time. But hey, you all know me. I'm lazy, I procrastinate, I'm really good at those things. Runs in the family. Yeah, sorry. I suppose it's been hectic from the last video. Lots has happened. I'm sure if you asked me, I couldn't tell you 50% of it straight away. Kind of just taking life as it is at the moment. But yeah, I don't think this video I can go into too much depth as much as I did with my last one, talking about what was actually happening like during the school term, since it's been, a decent while since I've done the last video. Thinking about it, I don't think it's been 4 months. It's at least like maybe 3, because all of last term plus the second week of this term, yeah, nearly three months, almost, if not 3 months. So yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, I don't think I can do that. So I think this video is going to be like what I've found life to be like on uni after already doing 2 terms. And what I've found has happened, what I've found that's not happened. I think that's what I'll do for this video. I think it'll be a lot easier. What I've found has happened over the past 2-3 months that I've been up here in uni, living in the beautiful, stunning Lismore, where it rains every day, is that it sucks. Straight up. As a kid, you want to be an adult, you want to do all the fun things, and then you do all the fun things and the not so fun. Living with people, roommates, you gotta really have good people to enjoy renting. I could really do with my own space, and I do have my own space. Like, hey, it's great, but yeah, like my own house, preferably. And thank God I'm doing engineering, because hopefully I can afford one. Hopefully, I don't know. I'll probably have a heart attack when I, get a mortgage. I might actually die on the spot with a mortgage. I wonder how that goes. Probably not good. But yeah, my roommates kind of do my head in sometimes. I found that the kitchen got really dirty really quickly, especially as last term was full of stress. For me, it's definitely the hardest term I've done so far out of 2. Currently the 3rd right now. Yeah, it gets really dirty, and I found that it demotivated me to cook, especially to clean. It got really bad. There were a few times that I did clean it all, and I told him, like, hey, you gotta fucking clean up after yourself. But a lot of times out of most, I found it didn't really happen. And for a few weeks I was actually like not eating. I think I fell into a really bad habit for about 3 weeks where I would have like a big dinner. It wasn't really that big, not compared to what I should be eating, and then I just wouldn't eat until like 4-5 p.m. and then I'd do that again. And so for days it was like I'd go 14-16 hours without fucking eating, and it was horrid. I lost a lot of weight and a lot of strength. There was a time where I just wasn't going to the gym at all for about 3 weeks. Yeah, around there. Wasn't great. It really sucked. My mental health really plummeted. My emotional health was all out of whack. And my physical health, well, you know, hey, I lost body fat, so I was looking good, but I felt like crap. You know, I wasn't eating anything. I actually was talking to my dad about it, and he asked me when the last time I had a piece of fruit was, and I was like, oh my god, it's been like, apart from a random apple that was given to me, 3 or so months. So I've been having bananas now, and I've started having shakes with mixed berries in there, and I've got multivitamin tablets, so my skin glows. I wish it did. But yeah, eating is hard in a dirty environment, and it wasn't just me. I was talking to some other friends here with their roommates and found that they were struggling to cook as well and eat consistently. So that was nice, having that sort of reassurance. It's it's not just me. Yeah, so it's hard to eat, to do basic things sometimes as an adult. Laundry piles up. I've got into a really bad habit where I just, wear all my clothes until I have no more clothes to wear, and I'm like, oh, I need to do laundry, and then I end up having to wear a pair or two again, which is gross. It's really gross. I know it's really, really, really gross. It's really bad, but it didn't happen that much. Okay, I still wash. Hanging clothes up, I'm still trying to get into that habit. I've got a pile right next to me that I've still got to put away, which I will do. I did say tonight, but now it's 3:30 already, so tomorrow. Done. So yeah, doing stuff like that. Eating is hard by myself, especially in a dirty environment, I found. But I've been eating more. I've gotten my diet somewhat back up. I think I'm eating in a slight excess, maybe 200-300 calories over. So not too much, but I've been able to gain back majority of the body weight. So it's good, and I've gotten almost all my strength back, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I've started using a different program now, so I'm doing something different finally. I'm loving it. It's great. I hate doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, as I eat the same meal over and over and over again. But yeah, that's good. Food wise, it's very good. Term 2, I found that studying is hard. Granted, who would have thought once you start, you kind of have to keep going with study. It's not like a one and done thing. And it sucks. I'm lazy. Who would have guessed? But yeah, studying, I fell out of a really bad habit of not attending online classes and then just watching recordings and always just playing this catch up sort of thing. Wasn't great. But yeah, I'm actually almost all caught up with my classes. I forgot to change around my work schedule with the uni, so because my timetables changed, new term, you would have guessed. I've actually got online class for mathematics this term on Monday, and I work Mondays, so I have to catch up on the one from this week, which would have been yesterday, but now 2 days ago. So I will do that today. But yeah, no, study is hard, especially thinking that you're all on top of it and then all of a sudden you're not, especially when the uni does it in 6-week terms. So everything's double the load. But that's okay. That's fine. Nothing that's not doable. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty alright with that. I don't know. It's been pretty rough and hectic lately. Some really close friends that were international students, they left because their scholarship to study abroad was for 4 months, and the 4 months was up. So end of June, like mid-June-ish, they left. So spent as much time as we could with them. Took them to Bondi. That was really nice with a bunch of other mates. We had a lot of fun. That was a full day of it. And then they ended up going to Brisbane to go away, to catch their flight back home. And so me and one of my friends here, Belle, we were really close with them, so we went up and surprised them. They knew we were coming, but we drove up after I finished work to Brisbane, and spent 2 nights there with them before they left. So that was really good. I miss them a lot. It certainly, like, having people from overseas or people who moved away from home, like a far distance, it's really nice because it feels like I'm not the only one who feels alone, I guess. Not that I feel alone, I still have you guys, but I'm not, walk around the park away. It's a fair distance, and so you really sort of cling on to whatever you have that's right next to you. So for me, I've made some really close friends, and those people, you kind of they become like second family or third family or whatever you'd call it. Yeah, so I miss them a lot. One of them I was really close with, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to describe it because a lot happened, but it's rough. It's rough not having them there. You kind of feel like the desperate ex messaging all the time, like, how's your day been, stuff like that, and it's like, I hope I'm not bombarding you with messages, but they're both really happy with it, happy that we keep in touch. Me and Belle have been doing that pretty much every day or almost every day now. We both feel the same way about the whole desperate ex thing, but it's funny. So yeah, makes it easy that Belle and I don't really have many individual experiences. we've both had just getting to know her more and more. It's just like, oh, I went through this and this, and I'm like, that sounds familiar. I had this, and it's like the same story but in different font, I suppose. It's really fucking weird, but it's cool, and it's reassuring as well, knowing that what I went through is very similar to what she went through as well, and you feel like you've always got that support or someone to talk to that generally does know how you feel or what's going on. So yeah, that's great. yeah, I don't like being up here all the time. It sucks. It feels very lonely. It's easy to feel very lonely. It's easy just to feel like there's nothing here, and then just to sit in bed and fall asleep, sleep the day away. Yeah, granted, whenever I touch my bed, I'll literally crash. I learned that the hard way, and I've known that for a long time. But I still like to think, oh, I'll just, I'll attend this online class just sitting on my bed. Yeah, it's a stupid idea. Don't ever do that. And to my brothers who are watching, don't you do that. Because I know that you will fall asleep too. It's not like, no, I won't. You will. So quickly, you'll fall asleep. Yeah, you shouldn't. You should sit at your desk when you're doing online classes. That's what I found helps. I won the poker trophy for one of the events that are here on campus. They hold like poker nights every fortnight or something like that, or every month. I don't know. I usually win all of them. Well, I say win. I win for 99% of the night, right? And I've got all this cash. We don't bid or anything. It's just chips, right? And then the monetary value of them. But there's no like money in it at all. I have no money to bet with. But yeah, I win. I'm winning for 99% of the game. Half the people have already gone out, but you can like do a punishment like to get your chips back, right? So you can keep playing, because like it feels crap just to sit there with nothing and watch other people play, right? So you can. So for now, it's like a Bean Boozle thing. I'm not sure, but it's like a bunch of different beans that have one of two tastes. So they've either got a lucky one, which is like a good taste, or they've got a terrible one, which is like the bad taste, right? And you don't know which one you're gonna get. So you spin the little wheel, and it shows what color bean you get, and it'll tell you on a graph like, oh, this is either, dirty sock or popcorn or whatever. I don't know. That's Bean Boozle. So yeah, lots of people go out, and I'm the only one who still hasn't gone out. I've got all the cash. They come back in, and then all of a sudden one of them gets a pocket aces or something, two aces, and I get royally screwed, and they end up winning. How can you win when you've already gone out? How is that fair? It's not fair. So with that game, I people called me out on my bluff early game, so I was kind of screwed from the start. So I was like, all right, one game I'm just going all in. I lost all my money, ate a bean. It was passion fruit, so it was like easy. Got all my chips. I got a good hand. I had pocket aces, which was really good. And I won all the cash, and I ended up winning the event. So suck it, okay? I can play dirty too, but you shouldn't win if you go out. Like, come on, you suck. But yeah, every time we don't play, poker as like a uni lodge event, I win. Like every night when it's just between friends, when there's no like prize to be won, I win all the time, and it sucks. It sucks, okay? But yeah, I'm good at card games. I found that much. I was told a few days ago that I'm a good starting crush. Yeah, I don't know what it means either. I think it's like from what I was told, which is kind of shit, but I guess it's also nice. But when someone is having a rough time and they look for a bounce back, that I'm a good starting crush. Yeah. Kind of sucks to hear. I don't think they meant it in that way at all. I really don't. I think she kind of just meant it as like, you're very likable and it's very easy to have a crush on you, which is great. Awesome. Thanks. But I think the way that it was explained came out really poorly. So that was great. I was like, thanks. I mean, ow, but thanks. Appreciate it. So that happened only a few days ago. I guess for most of you wouldn't know this, but I was with a girl for about 6 or 7 weeks. How many weeks of torture it was. It was interesting. It's the first time I've ever had that kind of relationship before, which I won't go into too many details. But yeah, she was 24 years old. I know I'm starting to see that I date women older than me, which is a very dangerous, very dangerous trend that is starting to happen. But that's the oldest I've ever dated. The first one was 2.5 years older than me. The second one was younger than me. Third one was 4 years older than me, and the fourth one was like 6 months. But whatever, they just like to rub it in. Okay. No, it wouldn't be 6 months. It'd be like 9 months. Still not a year. It's not 12, so it doesn't count. But yeah. Anyway, this girl, really, really not nice. Super immature. Wouldn't tell me like when there was an issue. She'd just ignore me and expect me to go out of my way, even though I give her space and respect those boundaries, and then get pissed at me because I haven't talked to her in like a day or two, and try to blame things on me and try to get me to say sorry for stuff that I didn't do. And I set boundaries. I'm like, I'm not going to say sorry for something that I didn't do, that you thought I did, or something that you want me to say sorry for. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that sort of guy. I'm not going to, fall on my knees for you and do anything you want. I'm not. Sorry. But yeah, I kind of just, tried to stick with it because, she's only here for 4 months. And then I was like, this is really starting to affect how I feel, and how I act every day. I wasn't even smiling that much. I wasn't even that happy. And I broke up with her the day before we went to Byron, which is when we took, those two close friends that we got. And they, like, everyone noticed that I was like so much happier. So yeah, that's a very brief explanation. But again, probably has a lot of really ambiguous points. But anything about this episode, you guys can ask questions. Because it's been such a long time since I've recorded a video, so please feel free to, comment. Or you probably all have my, phone number or any way to message me or something like that, to ask questions that I can cover in the next video that's gonna happen soon. Yeah. No, that was a little bit ambiguous, but unintentional. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to think of what to say. I had so many things to talk about, and now they're kind of all out of my head. I'm not sure if many of you know, but I work for the events administrative team in the university now. I have been since April? May. I think late April. No, it's definitely May. Definitely May. Yeah, so I work as an event support officer. I know I've got a fancy little title, and I'll print it out as a badge and I'll wear it on my chest. Basically, I just talk with people who want to organize events with the uni, so people outside of the university's organizations, external people, or even people within the organization as well. And it's a lot of admin work, and it's also a lot of out and about doing, random errands or jobs. I also get to work at different events that are hosted on uni grounds or go out. They fly us down to graduations, for the Sydney campuses, and for Melbourne, I believe that happens in like a month and a half or 2 months, something like that. I don't know. Recently just drove down to Coffs Harbour, and did one there, and they pay for all your food. You gotta pay for it yourself, but then they'll reimburse you. You can get drinks. I think it's like $60 limit for each meal, which is awesome. I haven't gone anywhere near that yet because I'm too scared for them to go, why are you spending $60 on a meal? And I'll say I'm fat. Yeah, suck it. No, I'm trying to take advantage of that, so I'm eating properly, because I really gotta, make sure that I'm eating enough to keep growing muscles and, looking good. This standard, keeping my strength up. But yeah, no, they rent really nice places. I was shocked. I pretty much got back from the graduation into my hotel though, and I crashed. I was so tired. So I didn't really get to, take in the advantage, take in the nice feels of the hotel room. I don't know. But, yeah, it was awesome. It's cool. Bunch of different stuff. I just like talking to people and organizing stuff, and doing events. I used to do the tech team back in high school, for a long time, so it's kind of like that. But yeah, I do that for a job. I applied for to become a residential RA, so residential advisor. Yeah, that's the word. So yeah, I'm still waiting on that. They said mid-June, and it's currently almost mid-July. But hopefully it's going to get sorted out soon. The head person of Uni Lodge is going to be down there tomorrow, so shall be going and checking that out. I've got a very high chance, apparently, that I've heard from a lot of people. Almost like from a lot of people have said that's pretty much guaranteed, which would be nice. I'd like to, have a savings account. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I suppose. Like I said, a lot's happened, but I don't really know exactly what to talk about. It's kind of just empty up in here. Granted, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so that would probably, have some, effect on it on this video. So I'm sorry, because looking back on this, when people watch it, it's probably gonna be terrible, and a hard watch, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to do this video, and I had to, because I said that I was going to do this video like 2 months ago, and I didn't, as you can tell. So yeah, but feel free to let me know what you want me to talk about, or if you have any questions. Makes it a lot easier to make a video. But yeah, I miss all you guys. I'm sure you all know that, but as I've said to a few people, it's really nice just to say what you're thinking, even though the other person might know it. So yeah, obviously I miss you guys, and I can't wait to be home next. And yeah, let me know if there's anything in particular. Otherwise, I'll just ramble on like before, like I never left. Just talk your ears off, I suppose. But yeah, let's see you guys next time.